Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you're watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 9. Don't ask me what episode it is, but this is Reunion Part 3. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, and also, you can subscribe to my channel. You can share the video, and you can leave your comments below. What was I going to say? I was going to say, thank God it's over. I've been so ready for this to be over. Let's get into this. Okay, so first, thank God it's over. I wasn't around for part 2. To me, not much was going on. Anyways, it was a lot of Destiny, and she was looking very stupid up there on stage. The most that I can say is that I still stand 100% in regards to what Sunny did to her, Destiny. They were wrong, and there's no way to get out of that. You can't explain yourself out of that. You can't say technologies or whatever. It would have been the best thing to just admit you're wrong and move on, Sunny, but for some reason you want to defend your thug love that you got to send money on books. Happy anniversary to you. So, whatever. And then she started on Mel, and then we got to see deleted scenes from Mel in regards to what Destiny was calling Mel a groomer, and we found out some interesting tidbits of other things that have been going on. Tisha ended up telling Destiny some stuff that she should not have, which was interesting. Mel nor Martell denied the whole eggplant pleasuring in a limo or car together with the core 6. But for some reason, Destiny wants to say that Mel is a groomer because she would have these conversations, and she felt like they were innuendos of her trying to get Destiny to join her and Martell for a threesome, which is weird. But for some reason, you're putting all the blame on Mel, but big bro Martell is sitting right there, and you don't flinch once, and just acting like Mel was a groomer. So, was Martell coaching Mel at how to get women? And we already know that Martell had a difficulty with Mel because she would not do anything to his eggplant. So, obviously there was a lot going on back in the day with this core 6 and with Mel and Martell. As much of a power couple they look like, they never should have been together. You can tell that they never should have been together because, oh my. Whatever, but Destiny just sounded very stupid. I wish she would have chose a different word. I did watch Erica De Niro TV, shout out to her, and she kind of just discussed like groomer is a proper word, and I think we've just attached grooming and groomer to it being something in the pedo world. But how Destiny was describing things, it could go along those lines, but still, Destiny, you don't sound very convincing, and everything don't line up with what you got to say. And I also heard that Destiny said that she wished she chose another word instead of what she did during the reunion. But I think you chose the words for it to be a buzzword. Let's stop it. And now that you're getting dragged for it, now you want to change your words, when you had so many times on that stage to kind of change it, but you wanted to combat with her. Anyways, let's get to part 3. The ending question was, during part 2, Trish, did you and Martell sleep together? Trish said no. Martell said, yeah, we slept together. Then we found out, oh, I was just joking. And Ken wasn't liking that. And Ken said, look, because of how, first he said, I'm not upset in regards to Martell and Trish sleeping together. It's because she was not forthright, and now you're making all of these innuendos and jokes about it. It makes it seem like it's true, and it's not good. Towards the end, we know that Carlos was like, don't you think you owe Ken an apology or what? You're like, what do I want an apology for? I said no. And then it kept bringing it up after 4 or 5, 6 times. Okay, well, now I'm going to joke about it. All I know is that Martell wants to look a certain way and don't care how anyone else is viewed. So if he got to take you down or make you look a certain way, he gonna do it as long as he looks a particular way that's not looking like an a-hole, even though he does. It's so weird how he is, but nobody can really. I don't know. He's so weird, and I don't like him. Okay, so Mel jumps in and says, why don't you apologize to this dude? Da, 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 da. You ain't got nothing to say to him as he's addressing this, that. But you'll sit up here and you'll argue with women all day. Then Marcel said, so Marceau is a woman? Well, you're trying to prove a point with Marceau. But anyways, you will not step to Ken, because you know that Ken will stomp your tail, no matter how much you work out. And you know you threatened by it. Come on, you threatened by any man. But then Nell said, quit yelling in her ear, and then you want to yell at her, da 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 da. And then he eventually had to apologize to her. Get this man off my TV, please. Then Mel shoots out there in regards to Chris hooking up Martell and this girl, Trisha. Chris explains himself once again, and we know the whole thing and all that. Da 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 da. Trish said that because Carlos asks, he invited you to his home. Didn't you think that was kind of weird? Da 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 da. Trish said no. When she looked at the property, she said, "Oh, I'm sure that they got a clubhouse, so I thought that we would work out there." So it's not unnatural for her to go out to someone's home. That's a good explanation. I just wish that there weren't so many bits and pieces as we're trying to put this whole puzzle together. It's been hard, Trisha, and I think that a lot of us have tried to. Well, I did, but other people wanted to think the worst of you. I was about to mention a name, but I won't. But shout out to you. I know you're gonna be watching, but that makes sense. But Martell was even asked, so it looks like you were going to hook up with her, but when you found out that she wasn't hot, you weren't going to hook up with her. That sounds reasonable too, because as I was kind of been saying all this season, it sounds like something was supposed to happen, and then for whatever reason, it did not happen. I felt like it was a mutual decision to not do something. Something was supposed to happen. I don't know. That would make sense, but Martell denies that. Da, 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 da. We're finally done with that situation, and we go on to Trish and Marquez and Ken. I really don't want to go down there because everything that they've been arguing about all season, and also through these interviews and on their own lives. So nothing's really developed. There's no type of resolution. Marquez, I think, just using Mel as a stepping stone with whatever he wants to pick her brain as far as business-wise. Hands her these set flowers to give her flowers, act like nobody else there, nobody got any type of insight on business or anything. We get him, whatever. Now we move on to the women, and we talk about the girls' trip. Nell was the only one that raised her hand saying that she didn't really enjoy herself during the girls' trip. Nell said, well, it was a different type of girls' trip, and I wasn't really used to all the stuff that was going on. That is understandable, especially when you're just supposed to have fun. And on the reality show, you're supposed to have conflict. I get it. But Mel said, we didn't just have the drama. We had fun. We had chefs. We did certain stuff, blah, 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 blah. Tisha and Kimmy, which I still agree with, were disrespected in their room choices. You then brought two other heifers on that aren't a part of this group and a part of this cast, and they get better rooms. I don't care if they are your real personal friends. I think that is disrespectful. And Kimmy said, look, we were shooting stuff in your backyard for free because you wanted a television show. And I felt disrespected. She felt like in general she felt disrespected, but because of knowing that Destiny was going to come, that she was kind of grouped into that situation of having a bad room. And she said, just to be fair. But still, they could have better rooms. I think so. Let's see what else. They talk about Mel and Destiny. Basically, Mel and Destiny are not going to be friends, not going to be cordial or anything. Da 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 da. There was nothing to really say. It seems like Destiny's more obsessive, so that is what makes the whole grooming thing kind of crazy. Destiny, you sounded stupid. Sorry. We're done with them. There's nothing much more to eat off that bone, and we get our special guest, which is Stormy. Stormy explains that she's getting a surrogate. They found someone to be the surrogate, and probably next year they'll have another child. She explained her reasoning for leaving, and she's the first person to get $1 million in sales on TikTok, and she was making other highs as far as her business, where she's been back and forth to LA to New York, plus the negative feedback from a fan base that she just said, look, I need to step away. She said that she loves the people, she loves the show, but she had to step away to handle all of this because she became quite busy. I think that's a way to leave. Still on a high note, and if you ever wanted to come back, you can. You didn't burn any bridges. And everybody's experience isn't the same. I'll say that much. Even though now I'm seeing videos of surviving CarlosKing. Okay. I'm sorry, but I do feel like y'all go after CarlosKing, but y'all don't go after Andy Cohen that hard. And you Nene fans are quite crazy to me, because y'all still want Nene on a show that she deemed as being racist in a hostile work environment, but y'all still want her on that show. And y'all still don't really give up on Bravo, that you call racist. You and Andy. But for some reason, y'all got 63 videos of Carlos. And y'all still want to attach him to what Krianta did and Portia did. Perfect Portia did. I don't get it. For some reason, you don't understand that women can be gutter snipers. And for some reason, a man is behind all of this stuff. This sexual exploitation stuff. Even though Bravo has other cases of other sexual violations that have been going on. Take a look. Somehow it's CarlosKing that's doing all this. I think that's crazy. I think it's a cop-out. And all I'm just saying is keep the same energy. If you're going to go after CarlosKing like that, then you need to go after everyone. So anyway, Stormy's doing good. And finally, we get to the end of this reunion, and there's a tribute to Kiki. Tisha had her words, you know, she hated how things ended. She was still her sister cousin and all of that type of situation. Some of y'all are some of the most weirdest people I know. What do y'all expect on Kingdom Reign Entertainment and CarlosKing to do for Kiki? For a person that y'all do not know. Y'all said it should have been more. For what? We don't know her like that. We got a couple of seasons of her. And I don't care how many lives you done spent with her, the many interviews, you still don't know that woman. Some of y'all try to blame the Scotts on what happened to her. Y'all tried to blame OWN. Y'all tried to blame CarlosKing. And now you want them to do more for her. What? Do your own tribute to a person that you don't know. I think y'all are so crazy. They did something, and it wasn't just some 1 minute thing. Everyone had a chance to say whatever they wanted to say. We see that they did a memorial on their own because of what the family didn't want to happen. The family wasn't even getting along, if you followed anything in the YouTube streets. And then it's the same people that's in the YouTube streets trying to be stupid and act like they don't know what's going on. Yeah. Why didn't the multimillionaire Scotts pay for the funeral? And Stormy had to. The family was not receptive of Letitia and Marceau and Wanda. So what are y'all talking about? I know exactly who they are. What are you talking about? Look, great tribute. And quit trying to control people in what you think that they should do and should not do. It's not your call. If you don't want, if you didn't like the tribute, do your own tribute. And most of y'all did and got money off your own YouTube channels in remembrance of Kiki. And then also dragging the Scotts and all that during a time where they're trying to grieve. That's how wonderful you are. That's how wonderful you are, but you have the nerve to talk about somebody else. Y'all are a bunch of hypocrites and just crazy folks. I don't like it. Anyways, I'm done. This done turned into a rant. It's ridiculous at the stuff that I've seen. One thing I did want to point out, when Ken and Marquez was fighting, did y'all see Marceau switch seats with Tisha? You can say, we can say whatever about Marceau. There are some honorable things about him, and I know he switched the seat just in case something went down aggressively between Ken and Marquez. And that should be written down or noted. Take it for however you want to take it, but that's how it is. So I appreciate everyone who comes to my channel. Like, subscribe, share, and you can leave your comments below. Love and Marriage Huntsville, you can take a long break. If you don't come back to August, I would be happy. I don't care to see y'all for a while. I need this break from y'all. Refresh, rebrand. We know that Mel is gone. Bye. For the most part, I just don't think I like Mel as a person. I'll stand up against her, against that niglet. But other than that, I don't. Oh well. I don't know what they can do without Mel, but I think removing her will be interesting to see what happens, because I thought she was the show, but with that fan base now being depleted because she did relieve you of your services meters. So what on earth are y'all gonna do these days? Because if you're still watching the show that you sent out a petition to not watch, what are y'all gonna do? Even though y'all were watching, what are y'all gonna do, meters? Buy up your 7th Avenue. That's all you can do, and fast. Oh, your services is no longer needed, just like Shawnee did to What's Her Face on Basketball Wives. Anyways, that's all I got. Oh, give me your comments below. Until the next one, peace.